Hey, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. Today is October 26, 2016, and it is 5:45 p.m. I actually want to talk about two things today, and I am going to talk about the second portion of it rather than the first, but I think they're all related, okay? I want to talk about this video that I watched today. I will not play the video, but I'll show you at least the name of the video and why I'm discussing this. In short, the video that I watched has a woman by the name of Yvette Carnell. I'm just looking on the monitor where her name is. That's what I'm looking at. And she's speaking with a Dr. Boyce Watkins. I respect both people, and especially Yvette Carnell. She's she comes across like an activist who is very, very interested in the plight of the African American. She's a very conscious woman, in my opinion. So what I have to say is not to knock her down, but I just feel that I need to bring things to another perspective. Again, I appreciate her work, but watching the video made me feel as if the lives of black people are hopeless. It made me feel that fatalistic. And I started to feel angry at how I felt she was coming across. And I think she means well, and I've even possibly even said things very similar to what she was saying. And at least early in the year, I felt very upset about the plight of many of us, many blacks in the United States, and very frustrated about the police brutality. And I started feeling like a victim. I started to feel anxious and angry. And I'll show you what the video looks like. I mean, the cover of the video. Okay, I'm just moving this thing here. I just want you to get the name of it. And you can look at it in your own leisure. I hope I can get it. That's it. Okay, so the person on the bottom is her, Yvette. Well, I should say Yvette Carnell, and the man on top is Dr. Boyce Watkins. And I just came across this video not too long ago. Okay, put it down. Sorry. So when you have a free time, you could watch the video in your own leisure. But I'm not a victim, and I don't want blacks or any race or ethnic group to feel that they're victim because of history. Many of the things that she mentions is true, but I felt that at one point it started, I don't know, it was just making you feel like you're nobody. You're just a victim. I decide that I'm not a victim. I felt and I acted like a victim most of my life. But with everything, there's always exceptions to the rule. And that not every black person is poor and on welfare. That is not true. And I'm not saying that that's what she said, but I'm just saying that we have to stop comparing ourselves with any ethnic group that you see in the United States. That the grass is always going to look greener outside. You might have people from other ethnic groups that think things about black people, that, oh, you know, this and that. They might think that, they might be thinking the opposite. They might think that we have money. Who knows? But I think my main issue regarding the video that I just showed you the cover of is that everyone, we cannot perform and do the same thing like what one group does and expect to get the same results. But what I can say is that I think principles of doing something, or I should say the principle behind doing something is universal. And to use your head, to be a creative thinker, that could be used in any culture or situation. And I think, excuse me, if we just stop comparing ourselves to others, you won't feel as angry or jealous or go in despair. I had the opportunity to see outside of the U.S., continental U.S., and I saw things like I wouldn't want to live where they live. They you know, in comparison, I think American blacks are living like almost like luxury. That is an over exaggeration, but if you see how other people live out there, when you come back to America, you're gonna say, "I'm a rich person." You know, it's bad out there when you go outside of the U.S. Blacks have it very good in comparison. If they really see, if they go out and see how the masses of people live around the world, they're going to stop feeling boo-hoo. With what the videos make me feel like she's saying, or the sentiment behind what she's saying. Be content with what you have. Learn principles that will pull you out to where you want to go. But I think a lot of the things that we see on television is what's motivating us to think that we have nothing. Television is an illusion that teaches lies about how we should live, that we should all have a Rolls Royce type of mentality. No. What I think we should have is a sense of family and community, and to live together in harmony, and to stop comparing what each other have or does not have. The second thing I want to talk about is something that I witnessed. There was a middle-aged man on the ground, ages 40s, 50s. He was dressed clean, but he's on the ground. He's sitting propped up against a fire alarm, and I could tell that he was breathing because you see his chest go up and down. I did mention in a video that I did see someone who was looked like passed out, who was not conscious, and it turned out that person was dead, and it really shook me up. So sometimes I get afraid when I see people on the street in a situation, and no one said anything. I said, it doesn't cost me anything to call an ambulance for him. Let me just call. If he's just someone that wants to sit out there, in the cold, so be it. But let me give him the benefit of the doubt that he may need help. So I called for an ambulance, and they came right away. But before the ambulance reached, another man was walking by, looked like, a person of the street was walking by, looks at him, like that, and then he reached down and took something off of his person. I couldn't tell what it was initially, and my eyes got distracted. I looked away for a second, and then I looked back, and this person that took something from his person was now across the street right by me, because I was on the other side of the street from the man that was on the ground. And another person came with him. It was a woman. And I see him open, the man is open, unwound money. It was a lot. I know I saw $100 bill. It was a thick wad of bills. And they're like examining it as they walked past me. I said to myself, I don't believe this. The man on the ground was a black man. The man that took something from his person was another black man. And I was angry. How could you do that to your fellow brother? I think, again, what the problem is that is keeping us down is the lack of integrity that many of us don't have. The other thing, I know that's a hot statement, I will elaborate on that. See, a lot of things that we think, how we think. If we think with gray glasses on, we're going to see the world in a gray way, and we're going to think negative. This man who took the person's property, again, I didn't see initially what was in his hand. Of course, it's not going to open it up right at the body, but when he walked away with what was in his hand, and then the next thing I see, it's open up masses of money. We have to be careful what we do. And when we do wickedness, and if we teach wickedness to our children, let's say if he was with somebody, a young person, and teaching that to a young, we learn by what we see, and we copy what we see. He didn't have any heart to say, hey, bro, are you okay or something? But he just took from him. He had no conscience. We don't have conscience. The other thing I wanted to share with you was a couple of weeks prior, I saw there was a woman lying on the edge of the sidewalk. She was sleeping on cardboard. She had blankets, and she had a little cup for donations in. And a man and a woman, a young man and woman, was walking by. The female kind of looks down and takes money out from the lady's cup while she's sleeping. And the young guy with her says, hey, what are you doing? She says, hey, you're going to put karma on yourself. You better put that back. But she kept it. I'm thinking, man. And the person who took that money was a black woman. But the person lying on the street was a young white girl. I mention this because both issues about the theft it's a lack of integrity, and that when you see someone down and out, and if you're so down and out as a people, you're gonna hurt somebody, hurt them financially. You take what little they do have. This is a mindset. And this might be the problem of many of us in black communities. We lack integrity. We lack compassion for our fellow humankind. And I think that is the primary reason why we are living in poverty. We also compare too much of what the Joneses have. We have to start being grateful what we do have, because when I went overseas and saw how life was for some people, and you start to really feel like you're wealthy. We are so wealthy in the United States. Even the poorest person in this country is wealthy in comparison to other people. Let's stop feeling that we're victims, because we're not. We are actually blessed. But it starts up in here to start to transform your mind, to get out of your sleep and to come to your sanity. So what I wanted to propose, see, I only was going to actually just talk about the people that were on the street and they got ripped off, But seeing this video with the vet, I said, let me combine the two. What I wanted to do after I saw the people that man got ripping off today, I wanted to propose something for all of us to do, for all of us in the world, the whole world even. Let's get a candle, any candle, if it's safe for you to do so, and when it's safe for you to do so in the privacy of your own home, to light a candle and pray for the transformation of the African American community and the world community and the United States. a transformation of our thinking to show compassion for those who are down and out, to have to have morality and integrity, because those qualities will build a nation. Let's get that candle and let's light it and pray over it and wish the transformation. I'm going to light mine right now in front of you guys. Let me show you. Oops. Okay. Okay. This is my candle. And this is a candle for hope for the African American community and for the community of all peoples, because it's a people problem, not a race problem. And the video that I was just watching makes you think that it's a race problem. No, it's a people problem. And it could be resolved from the transformation of your mind. Regardless what religion, race, anything. It starts with you. Stop comparing and start being grateful for what you do have. You have life. You need food, get food stamps. Okay, let's start doing it and start with you and transform your life. If you have children, teach them integrity. Teach them how to read and write. Teach them how to do things. Sit on the floor in a circle and pray together. Pray from the heart. I'm not talking about reading a verse. Pray to the heart, from the heart, to transform your life. Talk to your higher being. Do that every day with your children in all, modesty, and give thanks for what you do have. And I think by the end of the year that you will find transformation, at least emotionally. Money will come, but it starts within you to change. Okay? That's all that I want to say. And again, if it can be done, but it starts with you. Please share this video with friends and family members so that they too can be a part of this, and to light a candle and pass on the message to a friend and have them light a candle about the transformation of your mind and heart and your neighbors. Okay? Share, comment below. You can do it. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.